So with these ascension these blockages or whatever that were messing with me, I became very comfortable to not always need them. It also feels like my ego and my higher self are like separated. Like I'll have big moments with my ego or whatever that'll play out for maybe a couple days, weeks, months, even, and then throughout um, through spiritual times or whatever, where like when I felt like this energy throughout these past few months, I've been like, oh hey, yeah, I need to be very spiritual. I need to really see what my body can do, like find my superpowers, like start dabbling with crystals, start meditating, start playing some music, writing poetry, being creative, stuff like that, getting a lot more exercise. That that really is what clicks during those. Another thing, sorry, I just did like another 5 minute video, but it messed up, so I'm kind of having to restart just for you guys. I love you guys. That's why I do this. As I was going through that, I also go through days of doubt, like unproductivity. Like you don't want to move or do anything. You're just kind of like, uh, why do I feel this way? I don't want to feel this way. I want to feel like I was yesterday. I was vibrating so high yesterday. Why can't I get it there? These are normal. These are normal. I have learned this. Do not feel bad or guilty or anything if you're going through one of these. Just write it. Let's take a deep breath and embrace everything about it and say, okay, this is part of my journey. Might be hard right now, but whenever I get through it, I'm going to have learned something. Also, um, it's really helped me at the moment, just these past few days, it's helped me fuse a very big part of my ego self into my spirituality. What it kind of helped me do was to realize I'm not perfect. And that ego was healthy to an extent. I do need a certain part of the ego. I love to be extremely spiritual and just be vibrating up there to the point to where I'm in my own little world just talking to the universe and the consciousness itself and not giving a crap about anything, but I do kind of enjoy a very bit of the ego. And balance is key. Balance is key. I feel like we can retrain our ego to a sense to um, take out the stuff that's very toxifying for us, but also leave the stuff that we can mentally change, just like through our perception. And one of the big things was video games for me. Haven't played video games in a few months, and it was a very big part of my life. I used to play them all the time whenever I was a little kid and I was having fun and everything. And I liked the dimension and how everything had like powers in the sense there was all these cool lands and landscapes and all that coolness, just the exploration of it. I was like, oh, this is cool. And I had implemented that into my life for a very long time. Now, I quit doing that for a period of time, almost suppressing it from myself because I felt they were negative. And yes, I do have a belief that they can be negative and there are negative themed video games and movies and everything, but there are also positive themed ones. There's ones that kind of have hidden subliminal symbolic messages that can kind of help awaken you even if you're aware of them. And if you don't have a negative mindset and you're aware of how like frequencies and stuff kind of like affect you, you're able to consciously redirect them or to cleanse them out of your vibration. It's one of the things that I'm learning, and it's really cool. Also, okay, basically to sum it up, I have a spirit self and I have an ego. We're homies. Sometimes they fight over each other, and it's cool. I'm now a vegan. I do not mind occasional eggs, though. Like that will not kill me. Just to try it will not kill me. I'm not perfect. I still label myself a vegan because I'm not perfect. Gotta experiment and try stuff in life. I don't. That's why I don't like labels because it just restricts you to a certain thing. People say, "Oh, he says he's a vegan, so he doesn't do any of this." To an extent, that's true, but to an extent, I'm also following my own authenticity with it. um, I've also become slightly more financially responsible, not spending as much money on weed and video games or anything like that. I'm saving my change. I'm saving my money. That's happened. I become more meditative. I meditate a lot more often. I like more spiritual stuff, like cleansing with crystals, stuff like that. I really like to indulge in hobbies that often, don't really serve me, but at the same time, really lift my energy. That like piano and like poetry and just stuff like that. If you follow me, you know what's up. But I also like to indulge in video games too. It's like since I know they do not serve me like these other things do, but it's like a treat to myself because I love myself and I cannot be constantly putting so much pressure on myself that I have to be perfect and that I have to be constantly doing something. I take a deep breath and let that shit go. Peace and love. Thank you. Thank you all for watching so much. Peace and love. I hope I'll find more of these to make. For real, they're coming. I feel it. Peace.